Alright everyone, welcome back to my channel, Baseball Talk with Nick Morgan. So today is October 14th, 2019, and we have a great National League Championship Series Game 3 lineup for you, and a great game as well. It's a matchup between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Washington Nationals. The Nationals taking the series to their home tonight in the nation's capital, Washington, D.C. The Nationals are currently up in the series by a score of 2-0. What is up, Chris? How are you doing? Here we go. The Cardinals and the Nationals, a great matchup tonight. Jack Flaherty on the mound for St. Louis, and for the Nats, you have Stephen Strasburg. It's going to be a phenomenal game, a pitching battle, but the lineups are very good as well. So let me take you through that as we get closer to game time. Just a couple minutes away from the start of Game 3 of the National League Championship Series. If you're just joining me, the Nationals currently have a lead in the series by a score of 2-0. You need 4 to win. It is a best out of 7. They're looking for win number 3 tonight. However, the Cardinals are looking to put them to a halt. What is up, Matt? How are you doing? So here we go. Let's start off with the St. Louis Cardinals starting lineup. Batting first, your switch hitter, Dexter Fowler, hitting .069 in the postseason this year, just 29 at-bats, 3 RBIs, and a .260 OPS. Then you have Colton Wong batting second. Batting third, your newer St. Louis Cardinal coming in before the start of the 2019 season, Paul Goldschmidt playing first base. Hitting cleanup in the number 4 spot tonight, we have Marcell Big Bear Ozuna. Batting fifth, Yadier Molina. Jose Martinez going to follow him up in the 6th spot. Tommy Edman, switch hitter, going to bat 7th. And then in the 8th hole, Paul DeJong, Jack Flaherty going to take it up as the cleanup guy, hitting 9th. And he is your pitcher, of course. So here we go. That is your starting lineup for the Cardinals. You have a couple what to watch for tonight. Home run, what to watch for. You want to see Marcell Ozuna hit a home run. He's already got 2 so far to his name in the postseason. The most out of everyone so far starting in tonight's game. And then you have your strikeout, what to watch for. Dexter Fowler. He is 2 for 29 in this postseason so far this year. So not the best start, not the start that he wants to late October baseball, but hopefully he can turn that around today. He is the guy that I think will strike out, if anyone here, in this Cardinals lineup, and I'm sure someone will, because you have the one and only Stephen Strasburg on the mound for the Washington Nationals. So far in the 2019 postseason, he has pitched in 3 games with a 2-0 record, a 2.40 ERA, 50 innings pitched, 21 strikeouts, and a 0.80 whip in the regular season. He has pitched in 33 games with an 18-6 record, a 3.32 ERA, 209 innings pitched, 251 strikeouts, and a 1.04 whip. So the guy has been very good. Max Scherzer got the win for the Nationals just a couple nights ago. And the St. Louis Cardinals are looking to avoid a deficit of 3-0. If they lose tonight, they have to win the next 4 games in order to move on to the World Series. One of these teams will make it and be the National League representative. Who will it be? Well, most likely the Washington Nationals. Let me take you through that offensive lineup right now. Batting first, leading it off for the Nationals, you have your shortstop, Trey Turner. Batting second, your left-handed outfielder, Adam Eaton. Anthony Rendon will be hitting third, and hitting cleanup tonight is Juan Soto. Howie Kendrick batting 5th. Ryan Zimmerman, the first baseman for the Nationals, batting 6th tonight. Kurt Suzuki up to follow him in the 7th hole. Victor Robles will be batting 8th, and then ending off the lineup offensively is Stephen Strasburg, your pitcher. Here we go. A left-handed goes second tonight, boys. All right, yeah, let's see what's going on. The first pitch is just underway. We're getting ready to start this baseball game. Stephen Strasburg to Dexter Fowler. Again, he's hitting 69.069. That is correct. 2 for 29 in 29 at-bats with 0 home runs, 3 RBIs, and a .260 OPS. The first pitch to Strasburg is a called strike, a fastball. Here we go. The count is 0-1, and this game is underway. The defensive shift is on against Fowler. The second pitch, same location. It's another fastball, 96 miles per hour on the gun. Just low in the lineup just low in the box, but the umpire deems it a strike. So Fowler's 0-2, and he is the guy that I have predicting to be striking out tonight at least one time. And there it is. It looks like a slider off-speed pitch. Strasburg is going to retire Fowler on 3 pitches to get this game going. So here's a quick little factoid I thought I'd bring up. I saw this while taking my notes for today's game. The Cardinals have scored 1 run in 18 innings. That's this entire series. The Nationals pitching has been phenomenal. I mean, you had 2 almost no-hitters in back-to-back games, the first 2 games of this series. Max Scherzer, the second game, and then you have Steven Strasburg tonight. It's a very good rotation for Washington, and it's not something that the Cardinals have really been able to pick up on. They have had a long struggle offensively, and that one, the first pitch to Colton Wong, he's going to ground it back to Strasburg, and Strasburg's going to make the play. You'll have to see pitching athleticism. So it's going to be scored 1-3, 2 outs on 4 pitches for the righty on the mound tonight. Colton Wong was hitting 192 with 26 at-bats going into that first at-bat and his appearance tonight. 4 RBIs, 2 stolen bases, and a 608 OPS. That is now going to bring up Paul Goldschmidt. He was acquired via free agency. Not free agency, sorry, via a trade with the Diamondbacks. And that was at the beginning of the 2019 season before it happened. This is going to be the first ball, the first take of the game for a St. Louis batter. 96 miles per hour, slightly outside. So Goldie's got a 1-0 count to him. On deck is Big Bear Marcell Ozuna. He's looking to get a chance if Goldschmidt does get on. Slider just outside at 84 miles per hour. It's going to be ball 2. So now you're going to assume Steven Strasburg goes with a fastball somewhere along the block to get a strike over the plate, and maybe we see Paul Goldschmidt go ahead and take a hack at it here. The 2-0 count is a very nice hitter's count, and it's going to be a slider low and away, but called strike number 1. So the count is 2-1 to Paul Goldschmidt. This game is just underway. 2 outs in the top of the first here. My prediction is that Washington is going to win it tonight. Score prediction, I'm going to say 7-2. The Nationals win it. That's being generous because, as I mentioned, the Cardinals have scored 1 run in the past 2 games, the first 2 games of this set. That's going to be a swinging strike, so Goldschmidt has an even 2-2 count to him. Here we go. Nationals fans on their feet. It's the first game in Washington of this NLCS. The pitch. Just outside, slider. It is a full count to the first baseman. And if you want to go ahead, give a quick update here for the ALCS, the Houston Astros and the New York Yankees are both tied at 1 game apiece. Their next matchup is tomorrow night. Luis Severino versus Garrett Cole. That's going to be 1 for the books. It's going to be a great pitching matchup. The offense will be crazy. The Astros won the game last night in a walk-off. I believe it was the 10th inning. And got him looking. Goldschmidt saw the slider outside. He was getting ready to take off his equipment and head to first, but no, the umpire punches him out. He's going to sit down looking. 2 strikeouts for Strasburg to start this game. No runs on no hits. A very quick top of the first to get this game started. And for the Nationals, as we flip sides here, we're going to have Trey Turner, Adam Eaton, and Anthony Rendon due up. What is up, Dat Boy? How are you doing? Your home run what to watch for when it comes to the Nationals offense. I'm going with Juan Soto. I believe he might be able to muscle one out of the ballpark tonight. He has 2 home runs so far in this postseason with 6 RBIs to his name and a 734 OPS in 31 at-bats. That 690 OPS does belong to Howie Kendrick, who is hitting behind the young stud tonight, batting 5th. Trey Turner will be leading it off, hitting 294 with 1 home run and 1 single RBI with an 804 OPS in 34 at-bats so far credited to his name in the 2019 October month of baseball. Now, I think I read somewhere there's 165 days until opening day, maybe a little less than that at this point. Recently, I read that, so a quick little factoid for you guys. All the teams that are currently out, your favorite teams who might not have made it this far into the postseason. Death Boy says Flaherty goes 6 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, and Strasburg 7 innings pitched, 1 earned run. All right, let's go ahead and write that down here. So Jack is going to go 6 innings and 2 earned runs. And Steven Strasburg, 7 innings with 1 earned run. All right, cool. Trey Turner, Adam Eaton, Anthony Rendon, Juan Soto, Howie Kendrick, Ryan Zimmerman, Kurt Suzuki, Victor Robles, Steven Strasburg. That is your starting 9 again tonight for the Washington Nationals. For everyone who just joined me here, welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are having a great night, and thank you all for joining me as we go ahead and watch Game 3 of this set. I personally want to see the Nationals move on, and I think at this point they have a very solid chance of doing so. Doolittle gets the win, Gallegos gets the loss. Okay, very bold predictions here. I'm thinking if Strasburg does go 7 innings, he will probably get the W at this point. But we'll have to kind of wait and see. That's why I love taking these predictions and stuff. And yeah, I mean, we just gotta take a second to admire Anthony Rendon and Juan Soto. Those guys have been mashing it this postseason. I mean, Rendon more than one, just a little bit of 346 average compared to 226. Rendon 1 home run, 5 RBIs, but get this, a 1.034 OPS. And yeah, I mean, that's just kind of ridiculous. And he is a third baseman that definitely flew under the radar for the first, I'd say, at least a couple months of the year. Underrated for sure, and now he's showing off at a big time level here in the later months of baseball. The first pitch from Jack Flaherty and Trey Turner up the middle. What a great play by second baseman for the St. Louis Cardinals. I believe that is going to be Colton Wong. Yes, it is. Colton Wong will make the play as he gets the ball over to Goldschmidt just in time. So the first pitch of the game, Trey Turner will be swinging at, and he is retired. Jack Flaherty, his stats on the year, 2 games in this postseason. With a 1-1 record, a 2.77 ERA, 13 innings pitched, 16 strikeouts, and a 1.08 WHIP. Take it back to the regular season, an 11-8 record and 33 appearances, a 2.75 ERA, 196.1 innings pitched, 231 strikeouts, and a 0.97 WHIP. He means business. And the first pitch to Adam Eaton here, 94 miles per hour on the radar gun. That's a fastball just up and away. Good for ball 1. So Cards, they have to turn things around. Yes, they sure do. If they want to go ahead, try to advance their way to the World Series this year, they need to get this game in the books as a W because they cannot go with a 3-0 deficit and it's just not what you want to see. You don't want to have to come back and win the next 4 games of a series. It's a 1-1 count now to the number 2 hitter, Adam Eaton. The pitch is going to be a curveball, 79 miles per hour down the middle of the plate, fouled back and out of play. Eaton has a 179 average with 28 at-bats and 3 ribbies so far, looking to make some damage here against the Cardinals starter, Jack Flaherty, early on, at least get a base runner. Anthony Rendon due on deck, and then double duty is Juan Soto, so he's a big-time guy. He's had some big clutch at-bats so far this October. Adam Eaton going to line him the other way, but it won't get down. Left fielder Marcell Ozuna will be there, and he'll retire Adam Eaton. Carlos Correa did what? Yeah. Carlos Correa kind of hurt the Yankees last night, and George Springer did too. But that's okay. We're not going to talk about that much. We're covering the National League Championship Series tonight. If you guys do want some ALCS coverage, I can always go ahead and work something out, hopefully get a game into the schedule here, streaming live for you guys. Feel bad for me. Well, at least the series is tied 1-1, so we're good. Yankees do have a good shot still. I believe that all day. Anthony Rendon stepping up to the plate again. 346 average and 26 at-bats with 1 home run. Who am I rooting for? I'm going for the Nationals tonight. I would love to root for the underdogs and the Cardinals. But there's something about this lineup, and I think these past 2 games have really been big for the Nationals. They've showed us what they have in the tank, and I think there still is some left. So I'm excited to see what both teams can put up, but more exclusively the Nationals. It's an 0-2 count to Rendon. What is up, Midwest Sports? How you doing? Thank you for joining the stream. I rooted for the Twins for the World Series, but you know how that went. Yeah, it didn't age very well. I mean, Yankees 3-game sweep. No, I wasn't very upset with that. Of course, I'm a big Yankees fan. I know that boy, you're a Twins guy. 87 miles per hour in the dirt. It's going to be a 1-2 count, not a Rendon. And I believe he's going to hit free agency within the next 2 years. It might be this year. I believe it's actually after the 2020 season comes to an end. CE Sports Show, how are you doing? Thank you for joining the stream. Anthony Rendon gonna think about it, but take a little halt and not go around. The count's even at 2 with 2 away here, and no one on base for the Washington Nationals. It's a 0-0 ball game here in the bottom of the first. Jack Flaherty versus Steven Strasburg, the St. Louis Cardinals at the Washington Nationals. The payoff pitch to Rendon, it's gonna be low, full count. Juan Soto up on deck, 226 average, 2 home runs, 6 RBIs. The left-handed young stud has been amazing. We've talked about him a couple times on the channel here. There's one video in particular talking about Ronald Acuna Jr. and Juan Soto and how they could be the next faces of Major League Baseball and maybe, the next Mike Trout and Bryce Harper. Didi Gregorius performs like Babe Ruth against the Twins. Yes, Didi Gregorius has been amazing. Hopefully the Yankees go ahead and re-sign him once the season comes to a close. He will be a free agent. Anthony Rendon will work a 2-out walk. So he is now on base, and there's someone in the pond for Juan Soto. Here we go. Number 22, a left-handed batter, looking to go ahead and get something going against Jack Flaherty. He does have this lefty-righty advantage when you do look at the matchups here, the pitcher and the batter. I mean, you always have to go ahead and bring in lefties versus lefty batters and vice versa. Of course, when you have a righty on the mound, you want to see a lefty at the plate if you were the offensive strategist here. Trying to go ahead and win some ball games, put together some runs. Here we go. The first pitch to the cleanup batter for tonight's game. Here we go. Ball 1, 93 miles per hour. Juan Soto does this really cool thing. I think it's called like the Soto Shuffle. I don't know what it is. I just think it's really cool. Some might say it's egotistic, but he kind of shows off the pitcher. He's like, yeah, I'm here. Show me what you got, He takes a pitch. If it's a ball, he kind of leans in towards the mound, sticks out the tongue a little bit once he knows the pitcher's watching him, trying to get into his head. It's interesting. It's like mind games almost. Ball 2, that's gonna miss low and in. Yeah, he I don't know. Might have to do some highlights and reviews of tonight's game or just of the series in general. Maybe I'll throw in a clip of the Soto Shuffle. But he is my guy to hit a home run. If you guys are new to the stream or new to the channel, I pick one guy from both teams who I think might hit a home run and who might strike out. Those are individual guys, so 2 per team. That's going to be ball 3 outside fastball. It's going to miss. So who I think is going to hit a home run tonight for the Cardinals, I have Marcell Ozuna. And for the Nationals, who's up now, Juan Soto, both guys have 2 home runs apiece this postseason. Can you do this for football? I mean, I don't know much about football, but maybe I'll get something going. Maybe I'll do a football game once baseball's over. The pickoff moves seem to be a little hesitant. It wasn't really like a fast pickoff, just I think kind of to catch Jack Flaherty's breath. Maybe I'll do like some football matchup or whatever. That might be cool. Something different. Soto thinks it's ball 4. It does miss low and away on the little demographic on the screen, but the umpire says nope, it's going to be strike 1. So it's a 3-1 count. Now to Soto. On deck is Howie Kendrick, a 258 average, 1 home run, 6 RBIs, and 690 OPS to his name in 31 at-bats in this postseason to the Super Bowl. Okay, that might be a thought. If I do follow through football. Again, I don't really know much about that sport. I really only follow baseball, so some call timeout. Get into the head of Jack Flaherty. How often will you upload in the offseason? I'm going to do a lot in the offseason. I know these past couple of weeks have been 1 to 2 uploads a week, and I do apologize for that, but school's been busy and getting back into the swing of things there. So once pretty much late October, early November comes around, it should be back to 2-3 uploads a week. We're doing some new things on the channel. I want to keep some things surprises for you here. But I think we'll have some great content this offseason. What is up, Robert Escobar? How are you doing? It's a full count to Juan Soto. Bottom of the first, Anthony Rendon standing at first. And the full count delivery. Not swing miss, sorry. Got him looking. 94 miles per hour on the outer edge of the plate. Juan Soto looks back at the umpire and says, are you sure about that one? I thought it missed, but no, it was a strike. So no runs on no hits, but one base runner. Anthony Rendon's going to work a walk. So there we go. The bottom of the first inning comes to an end. We're going to turn over to the second inning now. The Cardinals are going to come back up into play. I got to fix my pen. There we go. So a strikeout looking for Soto. Other than Minnesota, and we have a blizzard. Yikes. I hope everything's okay. Your family's okay and everything. Dad boy. All right. The temperature in the tri-state area hasn't been terrible. I mean, it's been 60s, high 60s, low 70s for the past couple days, so not bad. Len Wen, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. We are going to the top of the second inning. Marcell Ozuna is going to be leading it off. He's the cleanup hitter tonight for the St. Louis Cardinals, and following him will be Yadier Molina, the veteran catcher. So some big names coming up. You then have Jose Martinez. He'll be batting third. The three of them are all guaranteed at bats. We'll see if anyone makes it on base for Tommy Edman. He will be due up following Martinez if we do get to that point in time. In the top of the second here. So if we look back at Steven Strasburg, a very nice and quick first inning in the books for him on the mound. 2 strikeouts, and he made a play. He went ahead and got a ground ball that Wong hit back to the mound, and he made the throw over to first in time. Zimmerman was over there to get the putout and the assist. So, yeah, I mean, it's been a great couple of days for baseball. I love this time of year. We're getting to the championship series. We're a couple of games away from the World Series, and then at that point, it is a little sad because season is almost over, but at the same time, we will have a champion for the sport of baseball. I think it's in the next 2 weeks. Right? The season will be over. Which is kind of crazy. But yeah, guys, I want to know if you guys are in the stream right now, what are your World Series predictions? Who's going to be in it? Who's going to win? Of course, right now it looks to be in the Nationals' favor. They're up 2 games in the series here. But for the Yankees and the Astros, it's a little bit different. The series is tied 1-1, so anything can happen. That's Astros. Sorry, no worries. No worries at all. If you guys did see my NLCS and ALCS predictions video, I took a biased take and an unbiased take just because I know a lot of you guys want to hear like my actual opinion and not just Yankees based. And I know I do sometimes tunnel in on the Yankees, and just because they're my favorite team, so a little biased there. But yeah, Astros, very good team. No one can deny that, turn that down. And they have a very good squad, very solid squad. They might lose Garrett Cole at the end of 2019, though. I guess it kind of depends on maybe how good the Astros do, maybe not. He will be getting paid. The starter was very good. I think the first time ever in his career he had 300 strikeouts in one season. And he is with the Astros. He might win the AL Cy Young. And the first pitch of the second inning from Steven Strasburg to Marcell Ozuna is a fastball, 95 miles per hour, right down the heart of the plate. Good for strike one. Ozuna, a 310 average with 2 home runs and 5 ribbies to his name this October. That's going to be ball one. Fastball's going to miss low and in. Carlos Correa wins NLCS MVP just because last night. Really? All right. Interesting. I guess maybe if he does do some more in the next couple of games and the Astros do end up beating the Yankees, if that is the case. But I don't know if Correa, just that one at-bat and that one home run really gives him the MVP rights, I guess, because it was the difference. It was the deciding factor, maybe, yes, but I think he might need a little bit more to add to his case for that title. Ozuna's going to foul that one off. It's a 1-2 count to him now. And tomorrow night, by the way, guys, we will have the ALCS and the NLCS both taking place, the Astros and the Yankees. And that'll be at Yankee Stadium. And then we'll have the Cardinals at Nationals, much like tonight. I will not be able to stream either of those, but I'm excited to watch the highlights of both games. So that was going to be in the dirt. The count is even at 2 in the top of the second here to Ozuna. Carlos Correa for Astros and Torres for Yankees. Okay. Yeah, Gleyber Torres is amazing. He did very good in that first game of the ALCS. I was very happy with his performance. I was actually not able to watch the game until the very end, last couple outs. And there we go. Marcell Ozuna getting the first hit of the game. It's a leadoff double down the left field line. Juan Soto's going to make the play. He's going to get to it, but not be able to get it into second base before Ozuna gets there. So it's a leadoff double. And there we go. The Cardinals have a base runner. And not just that, but they have someone in scoring position for Yadier Molina. Yeah, Gleyber Torres is a beast. He sure is. If we look back at the NLDS, Yadier Molina, I believe it was game 4, went ahead and hit the game-winning sac fly. It was the game time, one or the other. I don't remember exactly. A couple days ago now, but he did have a big RBI in that game against the Braves. The Cardinals would end up going ahead and taking a series from the Braves, eliminating Atlanta from the postseason. Scored 10 runs in the first inning, which is actually kind of crazy now if we look at it and put it into perspective. 10 runs in the first inning of one game. I think they scored 13 total in those 9 innings. And the past 18 innings of this series, they've scored 1 run. I'm going to keep bringing up that fact just for some of the newcomers here into the stream. But the first pitch to Jose Ramirez, but Jose Martinez is going to be a ball inside. He is 2 for 2 this series. The rest of the team is 3 for 59, which is a little rough. But yeah, 5 at-bats for Martinez in October with an 800 average, 1 ribby, and a 1.800 OPS. That's going to be called strike 1. We're seeing the fastball a lot from Strasburg tonight. Strasburg. I'm always going back and forth with pronunciation. I don't know the exact way to say it properly. I believe it's Strasburg. But some of these, like phonetically, these last names are kind of hard to dish out. Not this game in particular, but we've had some live streams in the past where I just cannot pronounce some of these guys' last name. I do apologize if I do say one of these names wrong. Now, in the stream or any stream for that point, it's going to be called strike 2. And again, that's 2 pitches in a row. Now we're going to see Strasburg go to the low and in fastball. And he's painting the corners very nice in this game so far. And he's only 18 pitches into the game. 2 strikeouts the first inning. Now he's giving up a leadoff double. But I think he can have control of this inning if he goes ahead. Kind of comes down a little bit, strikes out Martinez, or just retires him in some way, shape, or form. Here we go. Martinez going to put it in play, but fouled it off. Counts to remain 1 and 2 with no outs here. And then, of course, Marcelo Ozuna standing at second. So Yadier Molina is on deck, hitting 115. So this series has been rough for all Cardinal offensive guys. He had a much better NLCS, of course. But yeah, 115 in this year's postseason. Here we go. Strasburg, the 1-2 delivery here to the number 6 guy. All right. Here we go. So I'm actually sorry, I was a little quiet there for a second. Watching TV, I see that's what I'm doing. I was trying to figure something out, and I'm looking at the game, and I'm looking at my scorebook and my notes. Trying to see Yadier Molina. I don't think he's been up yet, but this is now. So I might have switched it when taking the notes. We'll see if Yadi comes up next. But yeah, I have Fowler, Wong, Goldie, Ozuna, Molina, Martinez, Edmund, De Jong, and Flaherty as the lineup here for St. Louis. So I might have made a mistake there. That's my bad. I apologize. Yeah, that is definitely Marcelo Ozuna standing at second base. 1-2 count. Dapois says it's a 10 pitch at bat. It's been an interesting one for Strasburg. Let's see if he can get the upper hand here. And it's going to be a grounder back to first. A fielder's choice. Strasburg going to chase down Ozuna. He's going to tag him out. So it's a fielder's choice. A great heads-up play by Strasburg to go ahead and get the lead runner. Ozuna kind of left on contact. That might have been a mistake there because they had someone in scoring position to lead off the inning. And Strasburg gets the ball back in his control after Martinez puts it in play. He's going to chase down Ozuna instead of throwing it around, which is what they teach you in Little League. That's good stuff there. Great play. Again, heads up. He's going to tag him. So it's going to be, I guess, a fielder's choice and a 1 unassisted in the books. That's how I'm going to score it at least. I could be incorrect. Fielder's choice, 1 unassisted. He'll reach first. Ozuna is out. And that'll bring up Yadier Molina. Okay, Strasburg's going to go over there and check up on Jose Martinez. I do not have Discord, unfortunately. I've tried it a couple times for like games and stuff for my friends. Just never really got into it much. Maybe I'll look into it. Should make a server. Okay, maybe something for the off season. Get something going. Yeah, that might be cool. All right, it's an 0-1 count. Yadier Molina got to foul it back. So yes, it's Ozuna, Martinez, and then Molina. My apologies. It's a mistake on my behalf. All right, here we go. 0-1 count to the veteran catcher. And yeah, so I know this is kind of out of the blue here, but there's been a lot on social media and like people that I look up to on YouTube, guys like Draft Nick Mark, people saying in the comments that Buster Posey and Yadier Molina, like who's better, and sometimes it's just kind of crazy that the sides people take on that. But there we go. Yadier Molina is going to pop up to the other catcher, Kurt Suzuki, in foul territory. So it's going to be a pop up 2, and that is going to be 2 outs, 1 runner on for Tommy Edman. If you had to be a fan of any team but the Yankees or Mets, who would it be? I'd go maybe the Braves or the Phillies, just because I was exposed to like that atmosphere at a young age. My first ever Major League Baseball game was an Atlanta Braves game years ago, and I've actually talked about it on the channel before. One of my first uploads ever on Baseball Talk with Nick Morgan, which is kind of crazy. But I'd say maybe just because I went to a Braves game at first, and that was like the first bit of baseball interaction that I've had at a major league level, I'd probably be a Braves fan. So 1-1 count to Tommy Edman hitting 240, no dingers, 2 ribbies, 736 OPS, 25 at bats. So this half inning's been won on the longer side of things so far in this game. Kind of sum it up so far, you had Marcell Ozuna with the leadoff double. Then Jose Martinez came in with a fielder's choice. He's ending up at first, but Marcell Ozuna is out. And then Yadier Molina went ahead, popped up in foul territory. And a runner on, 2 outs for Edman, who's in a 2-1 count here in the top of the second. So a lot going on. And when the tables turn here and the Nationals do come up, we're going to have Howie Kendrick leading it off. And then Zimmerman, followed up by Kurt Suzuki. The 2-1, outside and up and away, or up and outside. The count is 3-1 now. On deck, Paul DeYoung. That guy's really great too. I think he's underestimated. A great shortstop in the National League. He is hitting 208 this postseason, so just about 1 for every 5 at bats, a little more. But the guy's very good defensively, and I think he gets under a lot of people's radar. Called strike 2 up and away, but just in the zone, so it's a full count to Tommy Edman, who is playing third base tonight. 82 miles per hour from Steven Strasburg, and here we go, the full count pitch. This could either end the inning, keep the inning going, or work a walk for the third baseman. Strasburg is in agreement with the catcher for the pitch. Popped up in fair play. Anthony Rendon seems to be there right on the edge of the dirt in the infield. And there we go. The inning is over. No runs on 1 hit for the Cardinals. That's going to be a pop-up P5 in the scorebook. And there we go. Bottom of the second. Here we come. Howie Kendrick, Ryan Zimmerman, Kurt Suzuki. Aaron Judge for comeback player of the year next year. Yeah, I mean, he was hurt this year. The Yankees had a lot of injuries. Giancarlo Stanton is currently day-to-day. Hopefully he will be good for tomorrow, though, and the ALCS Game 3. But a lot of injuries. Judge did have a very good August, and he's not doing too shabby in the postseason now either. So very good there. All right. I'm excited. Currently a 0-0 ball game. For those of you just joining me here, we have the St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Washington Nationals. It's a 0-0 ball game going into the bottom of the second. Jack Flaherty versus Steven Strasburg on the mound. And yeah, I mean, honestly, for the Nationals, you're looking to go ahead and win the first 3 games of the series. And if they do win tonight, they could potentially be in the World Series and have a spot by tomorrow, the earliest. That would be game 4. If they win that one as well, it's a 4-game sweep of St. Louis, and they're just waiting for the AL champion of the year. They'll be able to face off before we know it, and that's kind of crazy. I feel like, just a couple days ago or a couple weeks ago, I was making the opening day video, kind of summing up some of the matchups and everything, and who was playing. But yeah, kind of crazy. The season went by really quickly. So if I was a fan of any team but the Yankees in the AL, who would it be? Maybe the Astros, just because they say, hey, they're good, let me follow them. Be like a bandwagon type thing. But that's if I wasn't involved in like baseball and what I do. Like if I wasn't watching a lot of games and keeping highlights and scores and stuff just for YouTube, then maybe I'd be an Astros fan. But I think AL in general, maybe. Blue Jays. Kind of forgetting about them, but Blue Jays all the way. Blue Jays are one of my favorite teams, top 3 for sure. Yankees, Mets, Blue Jays, they're up there. But yeah, if I had to root for a good team, it'd be the Astros. If I just was rooting for a team in the American League and it wasn't the Yankees, it'd be Toronto. And that was because when I was younger, I played Little League, and I started off with the Toronto Blue Jays. I was actually a Blue Jay like 6 or 7 years, throughout the minor leagues and the major leagues in Little League. So that was really cool. And I kind of started watching Toronto and major league games on TV just because of that. And I wanted to learn about them. And that's actually really why I follow Josh Johnson so much. I'm a big fan of him. The bottom of the second is underway. Jack Flaherty, a pitch inside to Howie Kendrick. Good for ball 1. Kendrick hitting .258 with 1 dinger and 6 RBIs. 94-mile-per-hour fastball. He's just a little late, so he's going to foul it off and take it out of play. Josh Donaldson is a great player to follow. Yeah, and I mean, he's going to be a free agent, or he is a free agent now that the Braves are done with their season, but nothing will happen, of course, after the World Series comes to a conclusion. Maybe he resigns with the Braves. Right now, that looks like to be a good place for him. I think he likes it there. He does well there. I think he's the bringer of rain, of course, so I think they would easily take him as a great third baseman and cornerstone. Him, Freddie Freeman, Ronald Acuna Jr., Ozzie Albies, great team. 1-2 count to Kendrick. Strike 3 looking. Kendrick's a little mad. As soon as he gets the call, he busts into his hands on his hips. He looks back at the blue. And, I mean, I don't really go by that little rectangle that represents the strike zone on TV. I know sometimes we refer to it in the stream. I just don't like this. I don't think it's as accurate as it can be. It kind of goes about belt high, but it doesn't go all the way up to the letters, where pretty much that's where the strike zone is. So that one just seemed to be inside, but the umpire said, hey, there's something about that pitch. Kendrick should strike out. So there we go. Quick out here in the bottom of the second. It's going to bring up Ryan Zimmerman, veteran right-handed first baseman here for the Nationals. The first pitch to him is going to be a strike as he fouls it back. He's hitting .304. 3 ribbies, 1 long ball, 855 OPS, 23 at-bats. I mean, Zimmerman is a great offensive guy, and he's hitting the bottom of the line, looking to get someone on base for a Kurt Suzuki or Victor Robles type of guy. And then maybe if they can maintain one out, see Strasburg bunt him over or do something to advance the base runners if there are any. Of course, it's all hypothetical here. The 1-1 count to Zimmerman. It's 23 pitches into Flaherty and his game so far. Ball 2, 87 miles per hour. Looks to be a slider low and away. I have some really cool IRL videos coming out for you guys in a little bit. Probably not within the next week or two. I'd say once the postseason is over and we have a World Series champion and everything. But yeah, it's stuff you guys are going to want to watch out for. So stay tuned for that. In real life baseball videos on the channel. I'm super excited. I know you guys have been wanting that for a little while. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So, and we go back to the baseball game here. Zimmerman is going to ground out to the shortstop, so it's a 6-4 play. Your shortstop tonight, I believe, is going to go ahead and be Paul DeYoung. Yep, that's who it is. So it's a 6-3 put out there. Goldschmidt's on the other end of it for the assist. And that will go ahead, bring up Kurt Suzuki. Now get this, he is hitting 0-0-0 in 16 at-bats. Of course, with 0 home runs and 0 RBIs, but a 200 OPS. So can he get his first hit of the postseason? And can I call it right now? Let's see. The pitch to him, curveball low, just hits the dirt, 77 miles per hour. Flaherty kind of cruising through this top couple batters of the Nationals lineup. He's at the 7th spot now. Victor Robles, Steven Strasburg will be up next. So yeah, I mean, seems to be a pitching duel. That's not really anything less than what I expected. Two great guys on the mound, very good right-handed pitchers. They're experienced, they know what they're doing, and they have a purpose. Flaherty is good, yeah, he is very good. I like what he does with the ball. He seems like he has a lot of control. And it's 1-1 count now to the Nationals. Backstop. 2-1. 96 on the heater right there. Low and away, though, so it's not going to be good enough for strike two. 2-1 count to Suzuki. Again, looking for his first hit of the postseason. He is my what to watch for, strikeout-wise, for this national starting nine. He checks his swing. He does not go around. It's a 3-1 count. 2 outs. And we actually saw this in the first inning. It was a 2-out walk to Anthony Rendon. Let's see if it stays the same now. And the fate is the same for Flaherty and Suzuki. See if he gets on base. Victor Robles is due up if he does find his way to first. Strike 2, that's a 97 miles per hour, low and away. Full count. 2 outs, bottom of the second here. Patrick says, I got to my car. Got to my car and my car. Interesting. Okay. Very interesting comment there from Patrick. Welcome to the stream. It's going to be a strikeout. 97 miles per hour right down the middle of the plate. Couldn't be a nicer pitch. And I was right with my strikeout what to watch for. Kurt Suzuki. Oh my goodness, I can't talk. Kurt Suzuki going to go down on strikes. So they're retired in order here, the Washington Nationals. No runs on no hits. So we have a one-hit ball game right now, combined for both teams, and maybe it's the Cardinals' night to take a no-hitter into the later innings of a ball game. I can't remember exactly who it was. I had to check. The game one starter. Let me check it out here. Oh, Anibal Sanchez. That's who it was. He had a no-hitter, I believe, into like the 7th or 8th inning. Yeah, Anibal Sanchez did very good. Max Scherzer. Max Scherzer, one of the best pitchers in Major League Baseball right now, if not the best. And then, yeah, now you have this game tonight, game 3 of the set. So see if Strasburg can keep up the great start and the streak going. All right, so that's going to bring up Paul DeYoung and Jack Flaherty, 8-9 guys in the order. Dexter Fowler will go ahead and come up as well. So the lineup will turn over for the first time this game. Fowler will get a second at bat of the night in the top of the third here. Kind of crazy. This game is going by pretty quickly, actually. All right, so let's see. No action yet. Nothing really big. You did have Marcelo Zuna with that leadoff double to start the top of the second, but really nothing else other than that. So we'll kind of see how we go later on into this game. So, guys, in the comment section for everyone in the stream right now, who is the best pitcher in Major League Baseball? Is it Scherzer? Is it DeGrom? What about Kershaw, Ryu, Garrett Cole, or Justin Verlander? So yeah, there's a feature that allows you to make random sentences. Nice. All right, I didn't know that was a thing. That boy says Scherzer's the best pitcher in the game. Nice. I do think he's definitely up there. National League wise, yeah, especially with this year, how he performed. Probably the best, at least in the National League. Garrett Cole, phenomenal. Honestly, I'm just kind of surprised with how well he did. I think Cole underestimated. I didn't really know much about him going into 2019. And then he was with the Astros, and 300 strikeouts later, he's in the NLCS, the number 2 guy in Houston Astros rotation. The first pitch of the third inning from Strasburg is going to be strike 1 called to Paul DeJong. And yeah, DeJong, Flaherty, Fowler, the shortstop for the Cardinals, has a 208 average. He's brought 2 runners in so far this postseason. Swinging at 1, pretty much in the dirt, 95 miles per hour. Good for strike 2. All right. Strasburg looking for strikeout number 3 on the game so far. And we are almost an hour into the stream, 46 minutes in. I don't know how many innings we're going to cover tonight of this game. I guess it kind of depends on the scoring and stuff and how well teams are doing. If it's like a stalemate and it's 0-0 still in like the 5th inning, if I'm still streaming at that point, I might keep going a little bit longer. Yeah, it'll definitely be a good game for sure. And I'm excited. I think this is only my second stream of the postseason. I want to do a little bit more, so my schedule's been kind of crazy. But we covered the wild card for the American League and now this NLCS game. I believe that's all. Patrick says you got to go. All right. Well, thank you for joining the stream. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, I will see you the next time I stream or in the comment section of one of my videos. Thank you again so much for tuning in. And for everyone new just joining now, I'm going to give these occasional scoring updates and stuff, but it is a 0-0 ball game here in the top of the third. The 1-2 count of the Cardinals shortstop. He's the new head, put that one into play. The right fielder, I believe that's Adam Eaton and Zimmerman both making a run for it, but it's not going to be caught by either of them. So the count will remain 1-2 on the number 8 guy. So on deck, you do have the pitcher. Realistically and ideally, you do not want to put Day on base because you're going to have the sack bunch from Flaherty, and that might get him to scoring position. But just if you can get DeJong out, Flaherty should be a kind of easy out, at least I would assume. So you have 2 outs at the top of the order. And if you're Strasburg, I think that takes a lot of stress off you, or maybe any potential stress, if any. Here we go. That's going to be a ball low and in, 88 miles per hour. All right, so I'm kind of liking where this postseason has gone. There's been a lot of ups and downs and some surprises. The Dodgers aren't in it. The Braves got eliminated in the NLCS. I was expecting the Athletics to go ahead win the AL wild card. I was wrong about that, but I like being wrong in some of these cases because teams really come out and they prove to I think all fans, whether or not you follow that particular team, that they deserve to be where they are and that they did very good throughout the regular season, no matter how much they're underestimated, if at all. All right. Pretty long at bat here for DeJong. Full count. He's going to get a hit, but no. Anthony Rendon, great diving play. He's going to make the throw over to first. Oh, my goodness. It's moments like those I wish I could show the game as I'm streaming because that was beautiful. It looked like a one-hopper right into Rendon's glove. He laid out for it, and the momentum was taking him towards second base. So he stood up, kind of did a little turn, made the throw, and was in time. Zimmerman with a great stretch. His foot stays on the bag to get DeJong. So a 5-3 putout, but a beautiful play all around. I mean, if you're DeJong, I guess you kind of can't be mad at that because it's just game recognizes game at that point. That was beautiful. and a perfect execution almost. The first pitch, pitcher versus pitcher now. Flaherty at the dish. It's going to be ball one. He showed signs of bump and put it back very quickly once Strasburg was in the midst of his delivery. So 1-0 count. Flaherty up now. Fowler on deck. Strike one. I'm pretty sure we're just going to see Strasburg kind of pound the not pound the mound, pound the plate with strike fastballs. Obviously strikes. My goodness. Flaherty's 0 for 5 with an RBI when he comes to his hitting standpoint of the postseason. And pitching wise, he's 1-1 in 2 games, 2.77 ERA. Tonight's his 3rd game. You imagine Flaherty hits a home run here. For the first run of the game, only the second hit of the game too. At that point, it would be. Ozuna still only hit with the double for both sides. The 2-2 counts. I'm kind of surprised. It looks like Strasburg is like attacking the plate, but at the same time, he's kind of backing off a little bit. Of course, I'm a professional athlete in any shape, way, or form, but I would kind of, I guess, attack a little bit more, push more on the zone, right in the middle. But there we go. That looks to be a slider. Up and in. It's good for strike 3. Flaherty's going to go down looking. You have 2 outs now. And if you're Steven Strasburg, you're looking good. Pretty much sailing through 3 innings of work. And your team hasn't really done much offensively yet. But you're at a good standpoint. You're helping them. And you're maintaining a 0-run game for the other team. 42 pitches in 2 2/3. And here's the top of the lineup, Dexter Fowler. Called strike 1. He did strike out back in the first inning. I predicted he was going to go ahead and strike out before this game started, and I was right. So actually, what that means now that I'm looking at it, Kurt Suzuki and Dexter Fowler have both struck out. Both of those guys are my strikeout predictions. So I'm 2 for 2 with those predictions on tonight. And now I just need Juan Soto and or Marcell Ozuna to hit a home run. And another prediction of mine would be correct for tonight's game, which is kind of great. I should kind of keep track of how many predictions I get right, like in a season or in a series or whatever, just for fun. 1-2 count now, as that one's going to miss low to Fowler. And on deck is Colton Wong. Having a very rough, these first 2 guys in the lineup having a very rough postseason offensively. I remember when Dexter Fowler's with the Cubs. I believe he's with them for their World Series championship year in 2016, I guess now. And then he went to the Cardinals. I think he's been there pretty much ever since. And not having the best time now. He's going to strike out for the second time in this game. Swing and a miss. So he will go down. Strasburg does not allow any hits here in the top of the 3rd. So the game is almost a third of the way over. And no runs for either team. 1 hit combined. And we're going to go ahead and see Victor Robles, Steven Strasburg, and Trey Turner. Robles hitting .250. He has 2 hits so far. In these last couple of series in 8 at bats. No home runs, no RBIs, a 708 OPS. Now would be a great time for his first home run of the postseason, or at least for the 2019 postseason. I'm sure that'd get his team hyped up and give him the lead, which is not a bad thing either. So here we are. All right. Nationals and Cardinals. I want to know what you guys think has been the biggest surprise or shock of the postseason so far, whether one team was eliminated or just like a single game or maybe a play that you guys thought was like crazy, ridiculous, or whatever. But your favorite moment from this postseason so far, the most surprising moment? For me, I kind of think it might be the underdog, the Nationals going ahead beating the Dodgers in Game 5. That's just not, honestly, that's not what I expected. So I think you got to give credit where credit's due at that point. And you got to say, hey, Nationals are now in a good spot. They might even make the World Series. And at this point, it looks like they will make the World Series. So they're the nationally representative. I'm going to be very happy. And like Bryce Harper, man, yikes. I mean, he leaves this team and signs a contract, 13 years, $330 million. He's making a lot of money, which is great for him. But at the same time, he leaves a team that's going to end up probably going pretty far now in the postseason for a team that placed fourth in the division and I think was either just over 500 or at 500 to end the year. I mean, it's kind of crazy how some of those things work out sometimes. I just think that's a little ironic. But yeah, so kind of getting off topic here from this game as we're in commercial break, but I really like the stream and how it's going so far. A lot of you guys are in here and doing well, having good conversations and stuff. So again, your most shocking postseason performance or at bat or whatever the case may be so far this year. Of course, I'm hoping that the Yankees go ahead and get the win tomorrow night and go up against the Astros and have a 2-1 series lead. But Garrett Cole's not going to be easy to face. Severino hopefully goes 3 or 4 solid innings. And we're back to NLCS baseball. The commercial break is over. We're going to get a glimpse of Jack Flaherty. And the bottom of the Washington Nationals lineup here is Victor Robles. Strike one to him. Robles tonight playing center field, patrolling the outfield. Can you do game 3 of the ALCS? I cannot, unfortunately. I cannot stream either of the games tomorrow. But I want to get a Yankees game in. I haven't streamed a Yankee game yet in the postseason. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, I want to get in a Yankees postseason game. I think maybe they play Wednesday. So maybe I'll try for Wednesday in a stream. If not, I'll have to figure something out because I want to go ahead and do live coverage of them. The 0-2 count to Robles, just outside 1 and 2. Steven Strasburg on deck. Let me get a drink here really quick. But kind of crazy. Almost an hour into the stream and about a third of the way into the game. It's gone by pretty quick so far. Nothing's really been huge. I mean, that Anthony Rendon play has really been, I think, probably the highlight for me. As a fan, I like watching that. All right, here we go. 1-2. Robles is going to pop it up into foul play. Goldschmidt will not have a chance as it is out of play and into the stands. What about game 4? I'll try to do game 4 again. It just kind of depends. Sometimes like last minute plans and stuff pop up. So I would love to do game 4, but if I don't have the chance to, hopefully I'll be able to get game 5. At least one Yankee game, that's for sure. So yes, that boy, look out for that. The 1-2 to the center fielder tonight. He's going to put it into play, and that's going to be a base hit. The first for a national offensive guy. Victor Robles is aboard safely. The first hit again for Washington Nationals tonight. The second hit of the ball game, and that's coming here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. So, Steven Strasburg, it looks like the easy play here is going to be to try to bunt him over and get him to scoring position for Trey Turner. Turner has 1 RBI, and that was he actually brought himself in on a solo home run. And yeah, Jack Flaherty has been very good since the All-Star break. I really like the Cardinals' future. I mean, if they don't advance to the World Series this year, I think next year they will be a fan favorite and a favorite for maybe the NL Central if the Cubs don't make any big moves and like the Brewers don't either. So it'll be interesting to see how the 2020 year plays out, but I can't be looking ahead that far. I gotta stay in that moment here. Stay in the stream, especially. Wild Food says go Nats. Yep, got someone on the base pass. I wonder if Victor Robles will try to steal if Strasburg can't get a bunt over. The pitcher shows bunt, but pulls back as it's just outside for him. He's 0 for 3 in the postseason so far this year. Of course, a sack bunt would go as a walk, I think, would count as, so it wouldn't technically be an at-bat, so he'd remain 0-3. But, yeah, that's kind of like the logical situation. You want to get Strasburg, I'd say, to bunt down third base. He's going to do a push bunt to the first baseman. Paul Goldschmidt. And Goldschmidt's going to go right over to Colton Wong, who is covering the bag. Victor Robles will advance. So there we go. Successful sacrifice bunt. That's going to be a 3-4 put out. And Trey Turner coming up now, runner in scoring position. So both teams have now had someone standing on second at least 1 point in the game. Oliver Kivett, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Let's bring your championship back to Washington. Bryce Harper. Yeah, he did say that. He did say that. I think in his welcome press conference with Philadelphia or whatever. Maybe he was hitting us something. Maybe he knew something we didn't. And this was all an act, and he left on purpose. I'm calling 3-1 Cardinals. All right, that's your prediction. We'll take that. Write it down. Oh, my goodness. Jack Flaherty, a very nice pickoff attempt. But Robles did get back in time. So Oliver says 3-1 in the Cardinals' favor. It'd be their first win, if you're correct with that prediction, of the series, which is great. Even if the score's not right, it would be their first win no matter what if they come out on top. Turner, the first pitch he's going to see here in the bottom of the third, swinging on a pitch way inside on his hands. He is going to manage to foul it off. So it's an 0-1 count, but he is now behind. And Adam Eaton standing on deck. He is 0 for 29. That's including his out. Whoops, in the first inning. Dropped my pen. Here we go. Trey Turner. Strike 2, slider. Deemed a strike, so it's an 0-2 count to him. And you really just need to put the ball in play, whether it's on the ground or not. You want to try to somehow advance Robles. I mean, something to third probably won't do the trick, but I don't know. If he goes the other way with it, we'll have to kind of wait and see. Can't stop counting the days. I'll be at game 4 of the NLCS. That's awesome. Oliver, I hope you have a great time. And you gotta let me know how it is. And do some sort of recap or whatever. Next stream or next video. If you want to comment or whatever, you need to go ahead and let me know. That's crazy. I've never been to a postseason game yet. The goal is to get to a postseason game for the Yankees at some point, or at any stadium, I guess. And to make it to spring training. I really, really, really want to go to spring training. Who is better, Machado or Harper? Who was better? Who is better? It's kind of a question of, I guess, position and offensively, defensively. I kind of gotta look at the numbers. I really don't know off the top of my head what Machado did this year, to be honest. But 2-2 count to Trey Turner. Runner standing on second, 1 out, bottom of the third. Had to do it. I'm sitting in the Legends. Nice. Gotta do it big, yeah. Go big or go home, right? So that's amazing. Yeah, Dad Boy, if you want to give me a side-by-side comparison of Harper and Machado stats, that would help. I'd probably be able to give you a better answer there, or an actual answer for that matter, of who I think was better. Sorry, I can't stop clicking the pens. Just force a hat for it on in school. But there we go. Trey Turner, 97 miles an hour right down the middle, is going to foul it right into the glove of Yadier Molina. He's going to strike out, swinging 2 away now for Adam Eaton. Hopefully the Yankees pull out a dub to help my postseason bracket. Yeah. Oh, whose postseason brackets are still alive? Mine is definitely not. I was wrong a lot of times so far this postseason. Wrong with the A's and the Rays. Wrong with the Dodgers. I was wrong with the Cardinals and the Braves. Pretty much the majority of the outcome so far. And there we go. We're going to have a run plated. Adam Eaton, a single up the middle. It's going to be an RBI base knock with 1 out here. There we go. Victor Robles will score from second. So with 2 outs, the number 2 guy in the lineup will get to Jack Flaherty. And there is 1 run on the board for the Washington Nationals. They are the first to attack. And they're on the board semi-early. They want to keep this going. Anthony Rendon's going to come up now with someone on first. Very good opportunity. If he can get on base, then you have Juan Soto, which is amazing. Yeah. Wow, this is a great great at bat right there. Your favorite team, I'm assuming your favorite team, but the team you're rooting for at least is now ahead. My bracket is perfect. That's awesome, Oliver. What's it like, 250,000 or 25,000? I don't know the exact prize, but the chances of having a perfect bracket and then being selected, I guess, out of the people who do have a perfect bracket, I'm sure there's going to be more than one. Rendon has worked himself a walk back in the first inning and his only at bat so far, previous to this. Good pickoff attempt from Flaherty again. The ball's going to get away from Goldschmidt. It's going to stay in front of him, but get away. 250,000, that's crazy. So, Oliver, if you don't mind, explain to me who you have winning the ALCS, the NLCS, and the World Series. We'll see, see how that plays out. Shot up at 32 home runs, hitting 256, 244, 462. Yes, 796, 80 RBIs. Okay. Not terrible. I mean, about 1 for 4 offensively, 256 average. I think Harper hit 260 or 270, right? I want to say 277. I don't know if that's right. Anthony Rendon, 1-0 count. I think the 20-year-old Juan Soto, 21-year-old Juan Soto on deck. Rendon has 5 RBIs to his name so far in this postseason. Adam Eaton just earned himself his 4th of October, bringing in Victor Robles just now. Fouled off, so the count is even at 1. Yikes, that one hit Yadimina right in the face mask. That's the one thing I don't like about catching. Just, you could get hurt very easily. And it's very, not very difficult, but it's difficult to, master and be very good at. There's a lack of talent, I want to say, in Major League Baseball at that catching position. So guys like Adley Rutschman, who got drafted first round, will be big in the future. Gary Sanchez, Yadier Molina now, of course, he's a great vet. J.T. Realmuto. You have some great catchers in this game, but very scarce. It's a very, I want to say lackluster position, I think, because it does get kind of difficult. And actually, who is it? Brian McCann just, what am I saying? Retired after the Braves lost to the Cardinals in the NLCS. That's over. Cardinals, Yankees over Astros. Yankees winning. They're 28th. Awesome. So hopefully you're right. The only problem you might have is if the Yankees don't beat the Astros. But hopefully they do for both of our sakes because we both love the Yankees. So hopefully they can pull that out. Harper at 35 home runs, batted 260, 372, 510. Give him an OPS of 882, 114 RBIs, 50 stolen bases. Okay. So yeah, at that point, gotta go Harper. What's up, Matt? How you doing? Covering the Cardinals and the Nationals. The Nationals currently winning game 1. I'm sorry, currently winning by a score of 1-0 in game 3 of this NLCS. It's a 1-2 count to the number 3 guy, Anthony Rendon, and Adam Eaton standing on first. Jack Flaherty approaching pitch number 50 in 2 2/3 innings. This has definitely been his longest inning and the inning he's struggled with the most. But he's only given up 1 run. And Anthony Rendon's really going to reach for it, and it's going to get down. Marcell Ozuna dives or slides, I guess more. Tries to make the play, but cannot. Gets out of his glove, and that's going to score a run. Anthony Rendon going to go ahead and get an RBI. So back-to-back RBI hits. Rendon will get to second on that. I'm going to say that is an RBI. So this is a moment where I really wish I get to show the screen and show the game and me commentating through, but I can't because copyright reasons. But Anthony Rendon reached and lunged to get the ball in the outer box or the outer part of the plate, and he gets a piece of it enough where it's gonna bleed and get into the glove of Marcell Ozuna, who's diving. But he cannot close the glove, so it gets out of his glove. He would have made the catch, and it would have been phenomenal. But he drops it, and Eaton's going to score from first. on the play. It's an RBI double for Anthony Rendon. It's 2-0 Nationals. Let's go. Matt says he wants it to be the Nationals versus the Yankees. I would love for that matchup to be the case in the World Series. I think it's going to be a great one. But I'd say the Yankees would probably win it at that point. I don't know. Again, that might be me being biased. But I think that would be a good matchup. The Yankees just might come out on top. At least that would be my hope, of course. Here's Juan Soto. 2 outs. Another guy in scoring position. The first pitch to him. It's a called strike outside. I feel bad for Ozuna because that was a very close play, and he had it up until the point where he didn't squeeze the glove. But the Nationals now have a 2-run lead, and yes, as Wild Food is saying in the comment section, it is Juan Soto's turn. The count's going to be even at 1 with 2 away. And Flaherty, yeah. Coming into this game in the postseason, he had a 2.77 ERA in 13 innings, the 1.08 whip in 2 games. Dat Boy's got to go. All right, thank you for joining the stream. I will see you next time. Thank you again for joining. But yeah, Flaherty, the regular season, the second half was by far the better half for him. 11-8, 2.75 ERA. It's a very solid pitcher this year. 231 strikeouts and racked with a .97 whip as well. So good numbers for him. 2 runs is definitely something that the Cardinals can come back from. And now Soto has a 3-0 count. He thinks it's ball 4. He takes a couple steps down towards first, and the umpire calls it a strike. So count is 3-1. I'm surprised I'm an Angels fan. Everyone says I'm supposed to hate the Yankees, but I have so much respect for their team, their history. Hopefully they take it all. That's great. And there goes my prediction. What prediction? What prediction you read so far? But yeah, honestly, a lot of people are quick to hate the Yankees, and it's like, of course I don't, because that's my favorite team. But losing the words here in my head, I'm sorry. But yeah, I just think you gotta kind of respect. If you like the game of baseball and the sport of baseball, you gotta respect the teams. And I don't hate the Red Sox. I'm just not a fan of them because they destroy the Yankees sometimes, and they're the biggest rivals. That's just kind of how it goes. Score prediction, right? You said 3-1 Cardinals. That's not the case. Might be 3-1 Nationals. You might have the numbers right, just the teams flopped or flipped. But yeah, we'll have to kind of wait and see. We have 6 innings left of the ball game here, so we got some time. Anything can happen. Juan Soto, the 2-2 count. Okay, I don't know what's going on because the scoreboard on the TV said 3-0, but I thought it said like 2-1 at one point. And now it's 2-2. So it's 2-2, I believe. The counts. And Flaherty nearing 60 pitches now. I'm assuming this might be one of his last innings on the mound. 3 innings, pretty solid innings, I guess. First 3 did very good. He was cruising. Sandling, he had 1, 2, 3, 4 strikeouts. Yeah, okay, now it's a full count. Juan Soto, Anthony Rendon standing on second, and on deck, Howie Kendrick. He has 6 RBIs for the Nationals this postseason. And out of the starting 9, that is second best now to Anthony Rendon. He ties Anthony Rendon and Juan Soto with 6. Soto's going to walk some runners on first and second. Now might be a time Flaherty gets confronted by a manager and the pitching coach. Going to calm him down. I don't know if anyone's warming up in the bullpen. Of course, I can't tell via the television and how the camera angles are set up. It doesn't look like it, though. He seems to be getting ready to face Howie Kendrick. And Kendrick is 4 for 9 with runners in scoring position. We'll see if he can go 5 for 10 in this at bat here. So walk for Soto. Howie's first 4 RBIs to keep my bracket alive. Yeah, those were big ones. He's played a big role for the Nationals in the NLCS and the NLCS, but the NLCS especially. 0-1 count. It's going to be a strike pretty much out the middle of the plate. Here's Kendrick. First Flaherty. And the second pitch of the at-bat, pitch number 60 for Jack. Slightly inside, the count's even at 1. Yeah, I wish my bracket was still intact at this point, but you know what? It's okay. I've changed like my predictions so many times based on like the teams that are in it. Like if you guys have been watching my recent uploads on the channel, pretty much once each series is over, I make predictions based off of who's still in it for you guys. And that's a 2-1 count, but it gets away from Yadier Molina, so both runners are going to move up one base. Rendon is now at third. Kendrick is at second. Now two guys in the scoring position for Kendrick, who scored for 9 with guys in the scoring position. This is good for Howie Kendrick right now. If we can get a piece of one. Howie's sitting a 2-bagger. All right, let's see it. Let's see it. I would love a home run. I didn't predict he's going to hit a home run, but I just think it'd be a great at-bat and a great moment. Really put the Nationals ahead 5-0, maybe close the door. The Cardinals have really been lackluster offensively. First 2 in the third game so far in the series. Howie Kendrick! I think, Oliver, you're right. The other way. That's going to score 2 runs. And the number 5 batter is going to have a 2 RBI double. It's a 4-0 ball game. Let's go, baby. The Nationals have increased their lead. Sorry, I haven't been watching your streams lately. I just got back from Mexico and the Wi-Fi is going to crash. Well, that's awesome. We had a great trip. And no worries. No worries. I've actually only streamed once so far this postseason, and that was the AL wild card. And we're going to have more frequent uploads within like the next 2 weeks or so. Closer to November, probably once the World Series is over, more frequent uploads. Happy to be back in the playoffs. Yeah, me too. I'm glad you are back. First correct prediction. Yeah, there we go. And they just showed a quick clip of the dugout for the Nationals, all hyped up as they should be. 4-0, all 4 runs for them. Haven't played this inning. They actually got their first hit of the game this inning. That was Victor Robles' leadoff single. He scored. Strasburg had the sacrifice bunt. And then Trey Turner struck out. Adam Eaton with an RBI single. Anthony Rendon with an RBI double. Juan Soto with a walk. And then Howie Kendrick with a 2 RBI double. That one's up the middle. But the second baseman is there to make the play. And that is going to be out number 3. So the Zimmerman will be retired. The 4-3 putout. However, the Nationals score 4 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. Looking good. Imagine a sweep. Yeah, honestly, I'd kind of be in for a sweep. I'd like that. Now, the Nationals are a very good team. I personally underestimated them. Didn't think they were going to go this far. Again, the underdogs of the National League, for sure, especially after beating the Dodgers. But I'm very happy with what they're doing, and I'm excited for them. And if the Astros do go ahead and win, of course, I'm going to root for the Nationals because the Astros beat the Yankees, but also just because the Nationals have done so well. And also, if we do have the Astros and the Nationals, that's a very good pitching matchup. A lot in the games. You're going to have Verlander and Scherzer. It might not be the exact same matchups, but based on like the rotation so far, Verlander versus Strasburg. Versus Scherzer. Strasburg versus Garrett Cole. Then Patrick Corbin versus Zach Greinke. That's kind of ridiculous. Those first 3 guys, wouldn't want to be any of those hitters. That's crazy. Wildford says you were right. They should have taken Flaherty out. Yeah, I'm sure he's probably done now. After 3 innings, 4 runs, not a terrible performance. But the Cardinals just haven't been able to perform at the plate. That might be all it takes for them to lose this game. Then has to go all the way. It's not too surprising. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for them. I think anyone should be excited for them. At this point, they've just really outdone themselves, in my opinion. I think like they're really having a great season. Here we go, heading at the top of the 4th inning. And for the Cardinals, Colton Wong made the last out in the top of the third. Then Paul Goldschmidt and Marcell Ozuna will all be featured at the plate. 1 hit so far in 3 innings for the Cards. No runs. They're looking to make something happen now and not let those 4 runs go unanswered. Baseball is a great sport in the sense that a swing of the bat can change everything. Like one single swing of the bat. And, of course, it's not going to be, early on for the Cardinals. They're going to have to put some guys on base or they're going to have to bring in some runs and then maybe get a big hit. But all you need really is, it's an old saying, a bloop and a blast. Get someone on base or get a couple people on base at a home run or just like a nice extra base hit. You score runs, you're back in it instantly. I'll be right back and do something. No worries, Oliver. See you later. Hopefully you get to make it back into the stream. I don't know how long I'll be shooting for those of you who are still in it. We'll go a little bit longer. I would love to go 2 hours into the stream, maybe. That might be something we do. So yeah, we'll have to see. And if the Cardinals keep getting shut out here, we might end it in the 5th or 6th. But yeah, all right. So the first 2 pitches, Colton Wong missed for balls, so it's a 2-0 count to him. And Strasburg's honestly not looking that bad. Pitch count's still high, 48, but not terrible. I don't know why I base this off of a video game, but when I play MLB The Show, I try to get 10 pitches or less for my pitcher every inning. That's not very easy, though. And, you can't base that off the Major League game either. But fastball right down the middle, as you would expect, for a 2-0 count. So now it's a 2-1 count, and you have Colton Wong, who is your second baseman for the Cardinals tonight. I do have Marcell Ozuna predicted to hit a home run. It's 2-2 now, as Strasburg's going to get one in the inner part of the plate for a called strike. Ozuna will be coming up. He's up third this inning. We'll see what he can do. Again, a loop and a blast. It's really all the Cardinals need at this point. To get back in it, or at least reduce the lead by a little bit. Big Ant STL, let me guess, this is the national stream. It's a Cardinals and national stream, so the game is currently in the top of the 4th. Cardinals are losing 0-4, and there are no outs for Colton Wong, who is up with the 2-2 count. Wong, Goldie, Ozuna, Martinez, Molina, Edmund, DeYoung, Flaherty, or probably a pinch hitter. Jack Flaherty, not a bad performance. 3 innings, 4 earned runs. Could have been better, of course. Not maybe the outing you wanted, but not terrible, So, right there, we're going to have Colton Wong go ahead, fly out to center field. I believe that's going to go ahead and be Victor Robles out there making the play. Yes, it is. So Dave Martinez has done a very good job managing the Nationals this year and just being a part of this clubhouse and this franchise. I like what he's done. I'm not a big Nationals fan. I don't really follow this team much at all, so I don't know who's been around for a while. I know Zimmerman's a big name. He's been in the big leagues for a while. And Kurt Suzuki, I think, has been around too. Of course, I know Howie Kendrick and Juan Soto and all them. But, yeah, he's done very well with this team. And the first pitch to Goldie is 1-0. Paul Goldschmidt has 2 home runs, 2 RBIs, and a 1.077 OPS with a 345 average going into tonight's game. He's 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout looking. The count's 1-1 for him now. With the updated average, including his first at-bat of tonight, he's hitting 333 in October. Pitch number 55 for Strasburg. Goldschmidt's going to foul it off down the right field line and out of play, so the count's 1-2. He is slightly behind. Almost 60 pitches for Steven. And in the bullpen, I don't know who they would go to. I don't think they would use Sean Doolittle at all, really, this game, unless the Cardinals do come back. I don't know much about the Nationals bullpen. So if someone does end up warming up, we'll be able to see, I guess, together as we're watching the game. And it's broadcasted. Paul Goldschmidt's going to go down swinging on strike 3. So Strasburg has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strikeouts, and that's going to bring up Big Bear Marcell Ozuna. He could have ended the bottom of the third with a play. He just could not squeeze the glove and catch a line drive to left field, which it was a very difficult play, so nothing against him at all. But unfortunately, it did lead to a couple of runs, and now his team is down by 4 here in the top of the fourth. So no one on base, 2 outs. The first pitch to Ozuna is going to be a ball low and away, 1-0 to him. And Jose Martinez, you want to say Carlos Martinez, Jose Martinez is on deck. The Cardinals lose tonight. What are the odds of them winning the series in your opinion? I don't want to count them out. Ozuna, hold on 1 second, Big Ant. Oh, sorry. 1 second, Big Ant STL. Big Bear Marcell Ozuna is going to have a single with 2 outs here. He's going to try to get 2-out rally going. Sorry, I had to interrupt you there, and I pronounced your name wrong. All over the place tonight. It's been a crazy day. If they lose tonight, what are their odds of winning? I don't want to count them out, but I'm kind of thinking slim to none. Just because if it does get to a later game in the series, and say the Cardinals do come back and have a 3-2, like a 3-2 game situation going on, I think the Nationals would just go ahead and put in Max Scherzer, and he'd pretty much be lights out and beat the Cardinals. I don't believe they're going to advance. I could be wrong. They could be the underdogs of the Nationals-Dodgers series, and they might come out on top, surprisingly, from a 3-0 deficit. And we've seen it happen before. We've seen the Cubs in the Indians World Series a couple years back when the Indians choked. Like, it's not impossible, but the likelihood of them doing it, not very high, I don't think. Martinez with a 1-1 count, 1 runner on, 2 outs in the fourth. Yadier Molina is up next. If that does, if that does happen, if Martinez is going to get on base safely. Coming into tonight's game, he was 4 for 5 with 1 RBI. He is 0 for 1 tonight. Looking to get his first hit of the game and maybe advance, if not score. Marcell, it's a 1-2 count. Now he is down, looking to avoid a strikeout here. It would be Steven Strasburg's 6th K of the night if he does retire Martinez on strikes. So let's see what he can do. Nationals fans swinging their rally towels, which I guess was a promotion tonight. And the delivery, just a little low and away. It's kind of in the opposite batting box. Counts even at 2. Let me see here. Martinez is the right fielder. Okay. I didn't really know where he played. I had to check that really quick and double check. Here we go. Left fielder is on first. The right fielder is at the dish, trying to get something going for St. Louis. Strasburg has looked very good tonight. And Martinez is going to foul it off and out of play. 18-6 in the regular season, 2-0 so far in the postseason. His 3.32 ERA is a bit higher than his 2.4 ERA in the postseason right now. He finished with 251 strikeouts in 209 innings pitched. Strasburg is very good. The 1-2-3 punch for the Nationals rotation is solid. Same thing with the Astros, though. So if you do see that match in the World Series, it's going to be a very fun one. Back and forth. Pitchers 100%. What's up, Dat Boy? Welcome back. Scores changed a little bit, I think, since you left. It's 4-0 Nationals in the top of the fourth. Goldschmidt is 1 for 10 in the NLCS. Ozuna 2 for 10. Edman 0 for 7. And Wong 0 for 8 in the top hitters demographic that's being shown. I don't know what classifies them as a top hitter. Maybe like the second half or the NLDS, maybe. But yeah, little different. Still can't believe the Cubs won that World Series. Shake my head if they won. If that was possible, you might be right. Yeah. I always like to say that baseball's not over till it's over. The game, the series, whatever you might say. Carlos Martinez, a little blooper into left field. He's going to have himself a single. So back-to-back hits. I'm telling you, all you need is a bloop and a blast. Right now, Yadier Molina could hit a 3-run home run, and they'd be down by 1, which is not bad at all. And it's possible. Like, you can't count anyone out until the last out is made. So Cardinals looking to go ahead and really push for something here. They don't want to leave those 4 runs unanswered that they just gave up in the top half of this inning. The best way to go ahead and do this is Yadier Molina with 2 outs. And Yadi hitting 115 in 26 at-bats prior to the start of tonight's game. He is 0 for 1. And it's just not looking great for him. That one's lined to center field, but Victor Robles is going to make the play. Out number 3, Molina, the first pitch he sees, he's going to drive it. It was a very good hit. He barreled it up, just could not get it deep enough to be out of the park or to get down. So Molina is going to fly out to center. Strasburg does get a strikeout that inning and 2 flyouts to center, but he gives up no runs on 2 hits. He's given up 3 hits in 4 innings. So he's looking like he probably could go 5 or 6 solid shutout innings tonight. And the no-hitter is not possible at this point anymore. But honestly, as long as you're really just keeping the Cardinals to a very limited amount of runs, you're fine. The no-hitter doesn't even matter. Yeah, that was I talked about it a little bit earlier on in the stream. I don't know if you guys were all there for Anibal Sanchez started game 1 of the NLCS for the Nationals. I think he took a no-hitter into the 7th or 8th. And then the following game, game 2, Max Scherzer pitched, and he also took a no-hitter into later innings of the game. And really good stuff. Again, solid pitching from this Washington Nationals franchise. What's the score? It's currently 4-0. The Nationals are up going to the bottom of the 4th. What's up, Oliver? Welcome back. Matt, welcome back. So if we turn things over here, we're going to have Kurt Suzuki, Victor Robles, and Steven Strasburg up. I don't think they're going to take out Steven yet, but I could be incorrect. He is looking very good. I don't know why they would. How many pitches for Strasburg? I don't know off the top of my head. I'm not keeping track, but I believe it was about 63, 64, somewhere in that ballpark. Anything interesting happened? No, it's 4-0 Nationals. I think you were here for that, though, Oliver, as we're kind of taking you through. But yeah, let's kind of summarize the 4-run 3rd inning for Washington. Victor Robles started it off with the leadoff single, and Strasburg bunted him over to second base for a sacrifice out. Trey Turner struck out. So that's 2 outs now, and it's a big 2-out rally. Adam Eaton, an RBI single. Then the next guy up, Anthony Rendon, is going to go ahead and have an RBI double to his name. Juan Soto's going to work a walk, so we have first and second. It's a 2-run game. And then Howie Kendrick, a 2 RBI double. He's not going to score, but he'll make it 4-0 Nationals. This will be a huge punch. Yeah, to Bryce Harper for the Nats to make it to the World Series. Yeah, it's just kind of it's rough. And I did mention that, Matt. I think we were talking about that the other day. But yeah, it kind of sucks for Harper. I don't know if maybe he's really following this at all. I'm sure he is. But yeah, leaving a team to go to a 4th place team just for money at that point. Oliver, yeah, that is baseball. You are 100% correct in every way, shape, and form. But like honestly, if you are Bryce Harper, you kind of gotta feel some sort of way about that, I would say. 65 pitches for Flaherty. The first in the bottom of the 4th is going to come to Kurt Suzuki, and it's going to be a ball for 1-0. He's over with a strikeout tonight. That was my prediction. I did predict that Kurt would strike out at the beginning of this game, and he has done so. Here we are in the bottom of the 4th. Yeah, you can't control that. So just kind of, it is how it is. However, the cards are dealt, I guess. But Bryce Harper will be good. I'm sure he'll help the Phillies get somewhere at some point in his 13 years with them. I guess now 12. But Kurt Suzuki, a 2-0 count. It's a perfect hitter's count. He's going to line a single, into left field. And let me see, that's his first hit of the postseason. So yes, we're calling Game 3 of the NLCS, but we're also calling Kurt Suzuki's first hit of the postseason. He is now 1 for 18, so not too shabby. Harper can console himself, sold the money. Yeah, I'm sure he'll be fine. I'm sure he'll be fine. That's another thing too. Like, he might even be paying attention because he's going to be getting like $330 million, and he doesn't have to do anything. He can sit on the bench and be hurt for a couple of years and still be getting paid. And I mean, honestly, I take that job any day. That's kind of crazy. I think that'll be 5-2 Nationals. All right. So Oliver, we're gonna update that prediction for you here. So 5-2 Nats. All right. The way Washington's been heading, they might score a couple more than one more run this game. A couple more than 5 altogether. I know you count on Robles, who started it off last inning. He is down. It's a pitcher's count now. 0-2. You're working for a breaking ball, probably out of the zone to try to sit him out on strikes, or maybe even a curveball and get him into a double play situation. That would be ideal for Flaherty. And I'm just realizing now he is back in the 4th inning. 69 pitches. That's pitch number 70. You have Cabrera warming up. He's a left-handed pitcher for the Cardinals. I don't know who that is. Let me check really quick for you. I think there will eventually be a triple. I don't know when, but it's going to happen. All right. Potential triple. I like it. And Robles is going to strike out. The 95-mile-per-hour heater on the inner third of the plate is going to get him swinging. He is retired for the first time tonight. So 1 out. Kurt Suzuki standing on first. And Steven Strasburg, I believe, is going to come up now. So I'm going to go ahead and check who is in the bullpen for you guys. All right. Here comes Strasburg. I'm assuming he's going to go ahead and bunt. The first pitch to him is a called strike. See, that was Cabrera. So warming up is Genesis Cabrera. And in the postseason, he has pitched in 1 game, no earned runs, 1 inning pitched, 1 strikeout, and a 1.00 whip. So that's who you have warming up for the Cards. And Strasburg going to put down another successful bunt. He will advance Suzuki, so he'll get over there, runner in scoring position. So he's technically 0 for 0 on the night with 2 sacrifice bunts. And not bad at all. So honestly, Trey Turner, 0 for 2 tonight so far. Now's a great time to get your first hit of the game. It'd be an RBI, I would assume, on an RBI single, I would think. Scherzer's going ahead and giving high fives to people in the dugout. And that's the camera angle I'm seeing right now, so that's pretty cool. 22 minutes, that we hit 2 hours in the stream. I don't know how long I'm going to go into the game, but I wanted to make this a nice long stream for you guys, and hopefully a good one. I think it's been a very nice stream so far. Here we go, Trey Turner. 34 at-bats going to tonight's game this postseason, hitting 294. 1 home run. His only RBI was himself when he hit his home run, I think back in the NLCS, but I could be wrong about that. He's a ground out and a strikeout so far tonight. Looking to change that. Not go 0 for 3. All right. The 0-1. Fouled off and out of play. The count is 0-2. On deck is Adam Eaton. If it does get to that point where Trey Turner gets on base or it's a home run, either way. All right. This is a big pitch right here for Jack Flaherty. It's going to be pitch number 76. He's thrown 3 2/3 complete innings of baseball, 4 earned runs, trying to get out of giving up another run here. Turner just fouled down the third base line. And looking to see if he can get that same pitch again or that same contact. I just realized if it wasn't for Draft Nick Mark, I probably wouldn't be watching any of the amazing streams. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, Draft Nick Mark, met him a couple years ago, stayed in touch. He saw one of my videos. I've told this story many times on stream. He saw one of my videos, he liked it, and he ended up actually going ahead and doing the same thing, shouting me out. I didn't even realize. I was at a baseball game, a minor league baseball game, and my channel started to blow up. I was getting subscribers by the minute, and I was like, this is kind of like crazy. I have 40 subs, or I had 40 subs, and I'm at 100 within an hour and a half, or whatever the time was at that point. I'm very thankful to him and all my friends that have helped me. Had a nice start to YouTube, and it's been great. A year and a half almost uploading videos to YouTube. The first one was July 2018, and where we are now, 850 subs. Trey Turner going to strike out on a pitch inside. That's his third time being retired this game. His second strikeout. And that'll probably be it for Flaherty. No runs on 1 hit. The Nationals currently have 4 runs on 5 hits for tonight's game. And I'd say we'll probably do 6 full innings of the stream, guys. I think that might be where it's at. We'll do the first 6 full innings. Unless something ridiculous happens. Maybe we'll go a little further into it. But, okay. So we are going to have Tommy Edman, Paul DeJong, and Jack Flaherty. So the 7, 8, 9 guys coming up in the top of the 5th. You're just going to keep climbing by the minute, keep up the grind. 1,000 subs by 2020. Thank you so much, Oliver. And that is the goal. I've actually been saying that for a little while. I've been telling my friends that's the goal. I'm 150 away. We still have a couple months until the new year. I'm hoping maybe I can get there. I'm going to need some really big videos in the offseason, some bangers, and hopefully have some in real life baseball stuff planned. Maybe that'll help me out a little bit, get some subs and everything. And the streams also help as well. But you guys have all been amazing, like each and every one of you guys. So, yeah, it's great. Juan, welcome back to the stream. Haven't seen you here in a little while. Nice to have you back. All right. I've been sharing the streams. My friend said we will be coming in a few. Nice. That's awesome. Tell your friend when he gets into the stream to say hello. You got a conversation going. Is he also an Angels fan like you, or is he a Yankee guy? What kind of fan is he? Honestly, everyone in the stream right now, we got a couple of you guys in here. Comment down below your favorite Major League Baseball team, or your couple favorite teams, whoever. Favorite, least favorite. I don't care either way. Let's have a conversation. I love being able to talk to you guys. YouTube honestly is amazing just because I like being able to interact with you guys. And yes, I'm doing this for like experience for me and stuff and for the future, hopefully. But yeah, I'm also doing this because you guys are just amazing. Yeah, you're a Halo fan, Angels guy. But yeah, okay. So trying to think, right? Mike Trout has 11 years left to his contract because he signed 12 years, 430 million, which is ridiculous. I'm sure you guys all know. My friend likes the Giants and Padres. Awesome. So West Coast guys, West Coast fans, I like that. I want to get out to San Diego and watch the Padres play at home. That probably won't be for a while, and by a while I mean a couple of years. Yeah, in California, I've been actually to Angels Stadium. That's what it is, right? Yeah, I think it's Angel Stadium. And then I was at the Oco Coliseum to watch the Athletics. I actually saw the Athletics and the Astros, and it was the Angels versus the Blue Jays. Really cool matchups. That was fun. That was from a couple of years ago. And here we are. Steven Strasburg coming in for another inning of work. An 0-2 count to Tommy Edman. He's a switch hitter, batting from the left side tonight, of course, as Strasburg is right-handed. You have been there. I flew to San Diego from Cuba. That's awesome. Yeah, I heard San Diego is really nice, and I want to go visit and stuff. Kind of spend a week or two out there, watch some baseball. maybe go there and go to Los Angeles, see the Dodgers game and stuff. And the Giants. I heard the Giants have a very nice stadium. And big swing and a miss from Tommy Edman, way out of the zone, but he chases at it. So I believe it's going to be striker number 6 on the night for Strasburg. Let's see, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, striker number 6. He's looking really good. Like, he is doing phenomenal right now. That's going to bring up the shortstop, Paul DeYoung. He's hitting 208 for tonight's game. He's 0 for 1. So that's going to make him, I guess, 0 for 1. He has 25 at bats, so probably a little less than 208. Now, I've been to Cuba, very nice place. I've not been to Cuba, but I want to travel and get out of the country soon. Hopefully, go on a nice trip or whatever. Explore and tour a little bit. LA is only looking better after the more modern look for the 2020 season and 2020 ASG. Yeah, the Dodgers are home to the 2019 home run derby and All-Star game. I'm excited for that. I think they released the logos a while ago, or like a couple months ago, and they look really nice, and I'm excited. 0-2 count to DeYoung, so maybe back-to-back strikeouts for Tommy Edman. I'm sorry, not for Tommy Edman. For Steven Strasburg, he would get Edman and DeYoung down on strikes. Oh, check this swing. First base umpire says no, he does not go, so the count's 1 and 2. And yeah, I mean, 5 innings of solid baseball all around. I love being able to commentate and kind of stream through this. It's awesome. I'd recommend Dominican Republic or Jamaica. All right, keep that in mind. I'll probably travel a lot more when I'm older, hopefully. But like now, it's kind of rough with like school and family and stuff and all that good stuff. Paul DeYoung. Oh no, it's gonna be. I don't know what it's gonna be scored as. And I say, oh no, just because I want the Nationals to do good. Anthony Rendon dives to try to get the ball. He does reflect it off the glove, but it's going to get away from him. Trey Turner was going to back him up, so there's really no one right behind the ball when it got away. Turner made his way over. DeYoung made it to first. I'm going to say that's probably a single. I'm happy for DeYoung and for the 4th hit of the night for the Cardinals. I just kind of wish Rendon made that play, so it's been awesome. It'll be you'll be at the All-Star game, a local stadium to hold it. I didn't know much about baseball. What does that pick up? Wow, those tickets are probably gonna be crazy expensive though. For the home run derby is ridiculous too. Honestly, as a huge baseball fan, so I've talked about how today, we've mentioned a little bit in the stream. I want to go to the spring training games, probably in Florida. I want to make it to a postseason game, specifically the Yankees postseason game. But I would love to get to a home run derby All-Star game at some point. I think that'd be amazing. Here's Matt Carpenter into pinch hit for Jack Flaherty. So Jack's out of the game. The starter for the Cardinals gave up 4 runs in 4 innings. It's an 0-2 count to the pinch hitter, Matt Carpenter, and the utility guy. So let me write him in here. Runner on first with 1 away for Carpenter. I believe it's primarily a third baseman, right? So yeah, he plays. I know he can play third and first. He could also play second, I believe. I only really know that because MLB The Show. I used to play him at second in Diamond Dynasty. That's gonna be low and in the dirt for a 1-2 count. And yeah, all right. So defensive shift is on. I'm seeing that from the screen and demographic on TV. You have DeYoung at first, and on deck is Dexter Fowler. He's really been struggling. He's, I'm assuming, 1 for 31. I think that might be correct math here. Let me see. I just want to calculate his batting average just for the fun of it. So 1 for 29, yeah. Oh no, so he was 2 for 29. So he's 2 for 31 at the moment. Dexter Fowler is hitting 0.065. Mets. All right. Well, I mean, you win some, you lose some, I guess. And this postseason, it's been a loss for Fowler at the moment. But no worries. Okay. Carpenter's worked himself up to a 2-2 count. And here we go. The pitch from Strasburg looking to retire the pinch hitter. He checks his swing. Does he go around? The third base umpire says no, he does not. It's going to be a full count. Double play would be nice if you're Strasburg. Strikeout would be great, or just any sort of out. And it is it's the way to go. So actually, now that we're looking at it, it's kind of a longer bottom of the fourth and top of the fifth inning so far. We might only get through 5 innings of the stream. It is kind of getting late for me. There's school and stuff tomorrow. I have a couple of assignments I'm gonna have to do tomorrow, so I want to get a decent amount of sleep. I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate. So we'll see how fast the rest of the fifth inning goes. I'll love to get in the sixth, but we might not be able to. Look forward to streaming hopefully Wednesday. And Carpenter, I think that was a slide went right down the pipe. Strike 3 looking. Juan's got to go. All right, well, thank you for joining the stream. I hope to see you the next time I get to go live. Again, thank you so much for joining. It means a lot. And there we go. Carpenter down looking. That's strike number 7. Steven Strasburg tonight. Again, looking really good. Juan, be back next time. Awesome. Can't wait. So talking about next time, I did just mention it very quickly. I would love to stream a Yankees-Astros game in the ALCS. Game 3 is tomorrow. I cannot stream that one, unfortunately. Game 4 is Wednesday. I would love to do that, and hopefully I'll be able to get that one live, and Oliver will be at that game. So that'll be super cool. But yeah, I would love to go ahead and get a stream with them in. If not game 4, it's going to hopefully be game 5. I understand completely. I'm in Pacific time, so it's still early. But they have been plenty of nights, so I just need to stop and think about school. Yeah. Yeah, it's just one of those things. Kind of gonna take a break and get ready for bed and stuff, and chill before the morning. But Steven Strasburg have a really nice inning. I believe Fowler kind of wasn't paying attention to the game. My bad there. I think that was a fly out to center field, and that's gonna end it for the 5th. No runs on 1 hit. Yeah, 4 hits given up so far for Steven Strasburg. No earned runs. Very good stuff. 7 strikeouts too. I might watch the stream after the game, just get your views. Thank you. That means a lot. Yeah, no worries, man. If you're at the Yankee game and you're watching it in person in a postseason game, you got to observe and take it all in. I completely understand if you don't. And, who knows? I might not even be able to watch stream on Wednesday anyway. But, yeah, super excited. So, Oliver, are you on, or do you live in the West Coast and you're traveling over for this game? Or are you just a big West Coast fan from the East Coast? Interesting to know. And if you are from the East Coast, how did you get into in the Angels? Is there a very, very good stadium? I love that place. When I first went there, the only time I've been to the Angel Stadium, I was younger. I want to say probably 11 or 12, if I'm remembering correctly. And of course, I don't remember everything from when I was 11 and 12, so I don't remember the exact layout of the stadium. I remember sitting down the right field line and I just watching and taking it all in. And I remember the rocks and stuff out in center field of Batter's Eye and the fireworks. I think there were fireworks that went off for a home run, I believe. That was really cool. I might have pictures of it somewhere. I'll have to look. Adios, great stream. Thank you, Wild Food. I appreciate it. Thank you for joining. Hopefully I get to see you next time in the stream as well. You've been great. And thank you to everyone who's been in the stream. You guys have all been amazing so far. We've had a great following for the hour and 55 minutes just about I've been streaming, so I'm very appreciative of all of you guys in the stream and in my regular videos and everything. Thank you all so much for all you do. You guys are amazing. Depo says, no way, Pete Alonso DFA. No, you're kidding. I know Pete Alonso was not designated for assignment by the Mets. And I'm pretty sure you can't even make roster moves until the season's over. So, yeah. Nice try, though. I think you were doing that last time, too. You said something that someone got traded. Something was going on. Someone was hurt, maybe. But, yeah, you can't get me on that one. The Mets may not have the best front office staff. They might not make the best decisions, but they would not DFA Alonso. I don't think McNeil was cut either. I do know that for whatever reason, the Mets were considering, if not still considering, trading Michael Conforto. I think that's really crazy and ridiculous. There's no need for that. Michael Conforto was amazing. He had career highs in a lot of hitting categories this year, so I don't know why I'd get rid of him, but that's just me. Here is, let's see, who was this? Adam Eaton. He's going to ground out to the shortstops. It's a 6-4 play. And Tyler Webb is now in the game for the Cardinals. Let me go ahead and look up his stats for you guys, present them to you. And there's someone in the bullpen for the Cardinals as well, Brebbia. Brebbia is in the bullpen. Tyler Webb has appeared 4 times this postseason, 3.38 ERA, in 2.2 innings pitched with 5 strikeouts and a 1.50 whip. Gabe Kapler was cut by the Phillies as manager. I did see that. I think I also read he's going to interview as Cubs manager because Joe Maddon's out, and if they get Kapler as the manager of the Cubs, I just don't think that's a very smart decision, but I could be wrong. I live in California. Tomorrow is my flight. The Yankees have always been my side chick team. Nice. And since when the opportunity came up, I took the offer. That's awesome. That is amazing. Yeah. If I wish I could do that and like get up and stream. Not get up. Oh my goodness, not get up and stream. Just get up and go and like travel. And, like if I got to go out to like the Dodgers for the Dodgers Nationals game, if I had the opportunity, I would have loved to go. But unfortunately, age, school, all that doesn't really work out in my favor much. But when I'm older, hopefully. And there we go. Anthony Rendon get the action going. He's gonna have himself a 1-out single. That'll bring up Juan Soto. And if we look back to the 3rd inning, Soto went ahead and walked with Rendon on 2nd. And then they both ended up scoring. It's David Ross and Joe Girardi. Oh, okay. I thought I read somewhere that the Cubs we're looking at Girardi. Kapler. Joe Maddon might be the Halos manager. Yeah, I mean, that wouldn't be bad, I don't think, for the Angels. I don't know much about him, though. And it seems to be Juan Soto's being intentionally walked. So, oh, wait. No, never mind. That was a recap of his last at-bat. Never mind. Sorry. 1 second. I'm all over the place here. Okay, so he's 0 for 1 with a walk and a run, and a 1-0 count to him now. It was a replay. I thought I saw him taking off like a shin guard, so I thought he was being intentionally walked. Yeah, I don't really know much about Joe Maddon and like why he was fired by the Cubs. Just make me think of age or something. I'm not sure. I don't follow the Cubs enough to know if he's making the right decisions or not. That one's fouled off by Soto, so it's 1-1 count. My school's really chill with that sort of stuff, and it's only a few days, so yeah, you should be fine. You're good. No, Kapler and Joe Sperata are interviewing, but I mean, it's theirs to lose. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, so Juan Soto was 20 years old, by the way. So that's crazy. And he was 2nd in the Rookie of the Year voting last year because of Ronald Acuna Jr. But they're both very good. I mean, yeah. All right, 1-1 count to Juan Soto. 1 runner on, 1 out, a 1-1 count again, as I just mentioned. And it's a 4-0 ball game. Make it 2-1. 91 mile per hour fastball, gonna miss low. Coming from a successful organization, the Angels have talent too, so I think it'd be a smart pickup. Yeah, that'd be nice. If the Angels pick up Madden, that would be bad. I might do like a manager prediction type thing, like some of the available guys that got cut and where they might go. There's like 8 teams I think that need managers right now. The Mets are one of them. Joe Girardi is wanted by the Mets. We'll see where he goes. Yeah, so Joe Girardi. I think Carlos Beltran is interviewing for the Mets as well. But yeah, a lot going on. What was Fowler average this year? Is it me or has this guy been a complete Bryson DeChambeau? Yeah, Fowler has not been doing great with the Cardinals this postseason. I was actually talking about it. I think at the top of the 5th, He is now 2 for 32. And if I go ahead and just calculate the average there for you, 2 for 32 is a 0.063 batting average this postseason. So it's a little rough, for sure. I think it's better than Brad Ausmus, yeah. Nate White, stock market finance education. You better be a Cardinals fan. I'm not, unfortunately. I'm sorry about that. I am not a Cardinals fan. But I am streaming the Cardinals. So hopefully that helps a little bit. Value batted 238 this year. Okay. Not his worst. Oh, it might be his worst. I'm not a Nationals fan. I'm rooting for the Nationals in the series just because I like how they beat the Dodgers, and the Dodgers are out of it now because of them. But I don't like strictly root for the Nationals. If it does come to Nationals and Astros, I probably will root for the Nationals. I'm not a fan of them because I like to see the underdog teams win. All right, so I believe John Brebbia is coming in now to pitch. Tyler Webb is out of the game, and Juan Soto was retired. 2 outs for Howie Kendrick will be coming up. Should have kept Hayward, yeah. Hayward, I think I don't know how Hayward did with the Cubs this year. I don't think he's that terrible. It's cold in the East because fall temps in the West are mid to high 90s. I wish mid to high 90s. Actually, no. I kind of like the cool weather. It's about mid 60s, mid 70s right about now. On a good day. So not bad. Like I usually go out in like a sweatshirt, like to school and stuff. Like I wear my Under Armour sweatshirt a lot. Not sponsored. Wish it was sponsored, but that probably won't happen ever. But yeah. Let's see. Batted 256. Nice. Okay, so that's not again, not terrible. I think he's getting out there in age though. 2 feet of snow in Minnesota. Right now you guys have snow. 40 degrees, 2 feet of snow. I know you're talking about a blizzard before. It's crazy. Snow in October. I like the snow, for the most part. When it gets like really heavy, it's kind of annoying. But I like sledding and stuff. Friends, so that's cool. 2 days of blizzard. So did you have off of school then? That boy with all the blizzards and stuff? So here's John Brebbia. He's coming in the regular season, pitching 66 games, a 3-4 record, and a 3.59 ERA, 72.2 innings pitched, 87 strikeouts, 27 walks, 6 homers allowed, 2.1 innings pitched this postseason, with 4 hits, no runs, 2 strikeouts. So not bad. Blizzard on Friday and Thursday. It'd be awesome to have 85-degree weather in December. You always wish it was hotter, but once you're here, you hate it. Yeah. I'm sure it probably gets old after a little while. But it is melting. Okay, that's good, that point. At least it's not like crazy. Howie Kendrick, he's gonna get that one to get in the gap in left center field. I'm assuming that's gonna score at least 1 run. Oh my goodness, the left fielder Marcell Zimmerman cannot pick up the ball. So a little bit of a stutter there. So it's an easy run. Rendon comes across to score. There you have it. It's a 5-run game now. Scores 5-0. Howie Kendrick, an RBI double. He is phenomenal right now. That's his 3rd RBI of the night, his 2nd RBI double. He is 2 for 3. Looking really good this postseason. The NLCS was amazing for him. The NLCS, he's continuing to grind out some really good at-bats. It was a gap to left center. Ozuna just kind of rushed it and couldn't pick up the ball right away. So it allowed Rendon to easily score. And now you're going to bring up Ryan Zimmerman. Makes it way too muddy with the snow, yeah. Coldest it's been here in the past 3 years is 72. Wow. Yeah, some people's summer is 72 degrees. That's like a high throughout the week. All right, 0-1 count to Ryan Zimmerman. Zimmerman, so far this game is 0 for 2. He had a ground out to shortstop and a ground out to second. We will see if the tides can turn for him and he can get himself his first hit, of the night, maybe even an RBI. 0-2 count, that's a fastball right down the pipe. I live in California and I miss the weather but I kind of don't because Minnesota, I think, is a better area. Yeah, I mean, Minnesota has like full round season weather, so like you get the autumn, winter, spring, summer. At least I believe you do. Right? I could be wrong. But I like the snow and stuff. I don't like it hot all year long. Yes, it does get annoying when it's really cold, but it's not like terrible. This is like where I grew up and stuff too, so I'm used to it. Oh, two Captain Zimmerman. 2 outs. Bottom of the fifth. Runner standing on second base. And that's Howie Kendrick after his second RBI double of the game just moments ago. 2 runs for the Cardinals, and my prediction is correct. Yeah. Yep, Oliver, you said 5-2. Nats with the win. So if Zimmerman doesn't bring in a run here, then yes. But nope, Zimmerman's gonna bring in a run. It's gonna be an RBI double. Same hit as Kendricks, like same location and stuff too. So Zimmerman with an RBI double. That's his first hit of the night, and it's an RBI. Big opportunity there. He cashed in 6-0. That's his fourth RBI of the postseason. And that's kind of funny. I said unless Zimmerman gets the run here, your prediction will be right, and he gets the run in. So sorry about that, Oliver. I'm kind of happy. I guess I could say I kind of called that a little bit. 2 runs for the Cards, and sorry, that was last comment. There's gonna be an E6 or a first base error. Okay, E6 or first base error. We'll see. That's Zimmerman's third double this year. This postseason, at least, and Kendrick's second of tonight. Whenever I bring up an old prediction, I mess it up. It's okay. And it's all right. Here's Kurt Suzuki. He struck out once, had a single reach second base, but didn't get much further. He got there back in the fourth inning. And now in the fifth, looking to keep it going. A lot of the Nationals runs, actually, I'm thinking maybe 5 out of the 6 Nationals runs have all came, I believe, on 2 outs tonight, which is kind of crazy. It just shows you how good they are in the clutch and how good the middle of the lineup is. But nothing really matters. I don't win anything for guessing. Yeah, I mean, you're good. I like predicting the game's score and stuff just because I think it's fun and like entertaining and keeps like things interactive. But yeah, just all for fun at the end of the day. That boy says Jason Vargas and Matt Harvey for Cy Young, Chris Davis, Aaron Altherr for MVP. Just kidding. Yeah, that'd be probably the other way around. Like the opposite of the Cy Young. And then the least valuable player maybe for Chris Davis and Aaron Altherr. And that's popped up to second. Colton Wong is there to make the play, and the fifth inning is finally over. The Cardinals escape it, but they do give up 3 runs in the process. So it is now, 2 runs in the process. It's now a 6-0 ball game. The Nationals are ahead of the Cardinals going into the 6th inning. And, I mean, honestly, I'm thinking the Nationals, easy win at this point. I wanted them to win this game, and it looks like that will be the outcome now. Let's see, there were 3 hits and 2 runs. So 6 runs on 8 hits. Apologies, 6 runs on 8 hits for the Nationals as they go to the top of the 6th. The Cardinals, they have not fared much better. Unfortunately, no runs on 4 hits. Oliver says, I called the Angels no-hitter, and like for me, I was there and never seen anything except for before and after game. That's awesome. I've never been to a no-hitter, but I was at a complete game shutout from Jacob deGrom. Jacob deGrom versus the Phillies. That was awesome. Actually, was it a shutout? It was a complete game. I don't think so. It might have been like a closer game, but it was all 9 innings from deGrom, which was really cool. I sent the ticket stub. Might actually be sweep. Yeah, the Nationals seem to know what they're doing, and they seem to be able to hold the Cardinals' offense, which I guess is kind of like most important, because they can only score 2 or 3 runs, and as long as they're holding the Cardinals to little or nothing, they're fine. Like they're good to go, and they can win the game. if they're not giving up a whole lot. Cardinals are playing like my local 3-year-old T-ball team. Yikes. Yikes. Um, but yeah, so I think, guys, that is going to end it. We do have a solid score right now in the game. Just to kind of recap as we close it out tonight, it's 6-0. Nationals are currently winning, going to the top of the sixth. The Cardinals are trailing in this one. And if they do lose, the Nationals have a 3-game series lead. They would need one more to make it to the World Series, and they would be the National League representative. So I'm excited. We have a great series in the NL and a great series in the AL. ALCS is a lot of fun. The Yankees and Astros are tied at 1 game apiece. NLCS right now, I just kind of gave you the quick overview and stuff. But guys, that is going to end it for the stream. I think it was really successful, really great. 2 hours, 10 minutes, and some change. I had a lot of fun. You guys, I hope, had a lot of fun too. You guys were all super interactive. And I'm super, super excited to be able to stream more of these games in the future. Hopefully, Game 4 of the American League Championship Series, Yankees versus Astros at Yankee Stadium, I'll be able to stream from right here. And I hope you guys will be here to watch it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. Peace.